being two of America's greatest basketball stars who collect dozens of records on the court for their impressive skills. Stephen Curry and Michael Jordan are two tycoons who know how to multiply their fortunes through big business. Not to mention that they lead extravagant lives driving luxury cars, living in imposing mansions, and spending lots of money on private jets. But the question is, which one has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Stephen Curry and Michael Jordan. The two professional basketball stars don't spare their fortunes on nice places to live, but who has the most luxurious property? Starting with Michael Jordan. As for his main residence, it's speculated that it's a huge property in Florida of almost 27,000 square feet, which, although not much information is available, it's estimated that he spent around $20 million to build. Stephen Curry also likes to live in beautiful mansions. He once owned a mansion in Atherton, in the region known as the Bay Area. The 7,500 square foot residence has many accommodations for luxury living, such as 3 dining areas, one for casual gatherings, another for formal events, and a dining area on the veranda. Outside, the mansion is situated on a 1.2-acre lot, which has great places to enjoy the peaceful climate of the area or to lounge by the pool. According to media reports, the player paid $31 million for the property, which at the time was considered the most expensive sale in the region. And after living there for some time, he sold it for $31.15 million. And besides this house, some sources speculate that he owns a mansion in Malibu valued at $50 million. And for having the most valuable mansion, Stephen Curry wins this first round. Point for him. Both players are completely fascinated by cars, but which one has the most expensive vehicles? Stephen Curry, for example, has been seen with beautiful cars, such as Infiniti Q50 $35,000, Infiniti QX50 $42,000, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter $48,000, Infiniti QX60 $50,000, Infiniti QX Inspiration valued at around $75,000, Mercedes-Benz G55 of $120,000. One of the most modern cars the star owns is a Range Rover Supercharged LWB, a quiet and technological SUV, with a luxurious interior that offers a lot of comfort to the passengers, valued at around $121,000. Another car Stephen Curry owns in his collection is a Porsche Panamera Turbo S, a stylish sports car equipped with a V8 engine that delivers 550 horsepower. In 2018, the player's vehicle was involved in an accident, but he did not seem concerned about the damage, and the price of a Porsche of this model is in the range of $180,000. Stephen Curry has also been spotted with another vehicle from the company, in this case, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, a sophisticated car, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds, as well as reaching a top speed of 193 miles per hour. And to give you an idea of its value, this vehicle costs an average of $200,000. There's speculation that Jordan owns several vehicles, such as Corvette C4 with a current price of $30,000, Aston Martin DB7 currently valued at $35,000, Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 worth $36,000, Corvette C5 at $40,000, Cadillac XLRV $45,000, Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG for $50,000, Land Rover Range Rover valued at $70,000, Porsche 930 Turbo Cabriolet valued at $140,000, Mercedes-Benz S600 Lancer auctioned for almost $200,000, Porsche 911 Turbo S for $210,000, Ferrari 512 TR estimated at $220,000, Ferrari 550 Maranello valued at $250,000, Bentley Continental GT for $265,000, Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano for $300,000, Porsche 993 Turbo S for $330,000, Ferrari 488 Pista Spider for $350,000, and even the McLaren Mercedes SLR 722, a beautiful convertible with a sporty design that once belonged to Michael Jordan, is being auctioned off for almost $700,000. But it is speculated that his most expensive vehicle is a Bugatti Veyron that he bought after retiring. This is a supercar equipped with a 1,000 horsepower engine that can reach a top speed of 250 miles per hour and which, in its most complete version, could cost as much as $1.9 million. Considering the price of the vehicles, Michael Jordan wins this round. Point for him. Both basketballers travel in beautiful aircraft, but which one has the most luxurious jet? Michael Jordan, for example, has his own plane. The model of the basketball player's jet is the Gulfstream G550, one of the safest and best-performing air transports in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to that of sound. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious and can hold up to 16 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. Jordan's aircraft also appears to have been customized by the star in homage to his Nike shoe line. And to give you an idea of the price, Michael Jordan's aircraft is estimated to have cost around $60 million. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry prefers to rent jets rather than buy them, so it's Michael Jordan who wins this round. Both players own extensive real estate portfolios across the United States, but which of them has the most expensive properties in North Carolina? Starting with Stephen Curry. He once owned, for example, an elegant home in the Skycroft neighborhood of Waxhaw in the U.S. state of North Carolina. The 7,600 square foot mansion has an exquisite European style, and among the main spaces in this place are a living room with large glass windows, a formal dining area, and a gourmet kitchen with high-end appliances, which has a beautiful chandelier over the island in the center. There are also 4 charming bedrooms and 4 luxurious bathrooms, and other amenities such as a library, an office with wood paneling, a modern home theater, and a cozy media room next to an entertainment area with bar. Outside, there are terraces for relaxing in front of great views, as well as a huge swimming pool area in the backyard, which has an integrated spa, and a manicured lawn nearby. On top of all this, the property is in an ideal area for a big celebrity to rest away from the media. And according to some sources, Stephen Curry sold this home in 2019 for the princely sum of $1.21 million. Michael Jordan, for his part, has a mansion in the Cornelius region of North Carolina. The property has an imposing facade with classic architecture, and the great thing about it is the panoramic view of the lake. The interior of the residence is very spacious, with more than 12,300 square feet, divided into 6 spacious rooms, all with large windows that provide a beautiful view. As reported in the press, the basketball player bought the home in 2013 for around $2.8 million, but it is now valued at around $4.8 million. Michael Jordan also once owned a mansion in Park City, Utah. The property is situated on a plot of almost 10 acres, on top of a mountain, which provides beautiful views of the natural landscape. The interior of the property is very sophisticated, with decor that blends in with the natural surroundings. The living room, for example, has double-height ceilings and floor-to-ceiling windows, bringing an abundance of natural light inside. And for the basketball star to enjoy himself, the residence has exclusive amenities such as a home theater, fitness room, and even a golf simulation room. In total, the mansion has almost 9,600 square feet of floor space, divided into 5 comfortable bedrooms and 7 high-end bathrooms. Outside, amenities include a patio with a barbecue, a fireplace, and a beautiful infinity pool, from where you can take in the incredible views. And for those who want to buy this property, Michael Jordan listed it in 2019, asking $7.5 million for the place, but it doesn't seem to have sold yet. Currently, some real estate websites estimate that the property is already worth more than $10 million. Michael Jordan also owns another property in Highland Park, near Chicago, in the state of Illinois. The mansion sits on a gigantic plot of almost 7 acres, more than enough space to house everything the former athlete likes. Right at the entrance, with the number 23 on the gates, you can see that the house belongs to the basketball star. Entering through the front door, you'll find a large living room that's beautifully decorated with classic, sophisticated furniture. But what is most striking about this room are the huge window openings overlooking nature. The interior of the house is very spacious, with around 56,000 square feet, divided into 9 rooms. It is known that the NBA legend built the property entirely from scratch over 4 years, finishing construction in 1995. And that's why the property has been customized to Jordan's tastes, with rooms that meet his needs, such as wine cellar, golf course, games room, chef's gourmet kitchen, complete gym, cigar room, among many other things. Of course, it also has an outdoor basketball court and a fully covered basketball court, something that couldn't be missing from a residence built by Michael Jordan himself. But it seems that the fact that the mansion was custom built by the star isn't enough to attract buyers. That's because he's been trying to sell it for over a decade and hasn't been successful. To give you an idea, in 2012 the mansion was listed for around $29 million, but in 2015 he decided to give it a super discount, bringing it down to $14.8 million. And for having the most sophisticated property in the state, it's Michael Jordan who wins this round. Point for him. When it comes to going on vacation, both players love to relax on board beautiful boats, but who has the most impressive yacht? Stephen Curry, for example, doesn't skimp on luxury boats. In his spare time, for example, he likes to enjoy life on the high seas, having already been spotted, for example, on board a vessel known as Pura Vida. It is a 69-foot-long yacht, capable of providing excellent rides on the high seas. The interior of the boat has 2 cabins, with the capacity to accommodate up to 4 people. And to enjoy with his wife good moments on the high seas, Stephen Curry rented the yacht paying about €26,000 per week. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, isn't far behind. He has, for example, been seen on a mega yacht known as Mr. Terrible, a little toy worth no less than $21 million. Another luxury yacht he has been seen on is the Super Yacht Joy, a gigantic 70-meter-long vessel built to the highest quality standards, capable of offering everything you can imagine. Inside there are 7 cabins, capable of accommodating up to 12 people, offering maximum comfort for everyone on board. As for entertainment during the trip, there are a number of areas where Michael Jordan will enjoy himself, such as a complete gym for him to keep fit, a beautiful swimming pool with hydromassage and, of course, even a basketball hoop, which I'm sure couldn't be missing. With all this, there's no doubt that this boat is able to meet the needs of the NBA star, but to enjoy all this luxury you'll have to shell out quite a bit of money. To give you an idea, just to rent it for a week you have to pay around $811,000, while if Jordan had actually bought it, he would have had to invest around $80 million. But without a doubt, the most luxurious yacht he has been seen on, in which several sources believe to be his, is a vessel known as Embrace. It's a custom-built megastructure over 244 feet long that can comfortably accommodate up to 12 guests in 8 high-standard cabins. The interior boasts many sophisticated areas in which to gather, relax, or entertain, including a swimming pool, a modern cinema, a jacuzzi area to cool off in, an outdoor seating area to enjoy the views, among many other amenities. And it's no wonder that just to keep this vessel running, it's estimated that it needs to spend around $10 million a year. According to some sources, the original owner of the mega yacht sold it in 2022, and Michael Jordan was the buyer of the vessel, which is valued at around $115 million. In other words, Michael Jordan wins this round. As well as being 2 successful athletes, they are also influential businessmen. But which of them has the most lucrative businesses? Stephen Curry, for example, is a partner in several companies, mainly technology companies, such as the esports team Team SoloMid, the e-commerce company Slice, the small smartphone company Palm, the basketball application HomeCourt, the educational company Guild Education, the renewable technology company Uncharted Power, the hotel reservation platform Snap Travel, the Japanese e-commerce company Rakuten. Another source of Stephen Curry's income is as executive producer of Holy Moly, a mini-golf reality show aired by ABC that premiered in 2019 and has been very successful. But without a doubt, Curry's biggest source of income besides basketball comes through advertising. This is because he is a world-renowned athlete who has an excellent reputation, in addition to having a large fan base, counting tens of millions of followers on his social networks. Among the brands that have invested in his image are Degree, Callaway, JBL, Brita, Infinity, Rexona, and many others. Already his biggest sponsor is Under Armour, a sporting goods company that has invested in the athlete since 2013 and currently has a lifetime contract with the player, which earns him about $20 million per year. Michael Jordan is also a great businessman. One of Michael Jordan's biggest investments was in the Charlotte Hornets, a professional basketball team competing in the NBA, in which he had a majority stake. He also invests in various other businesses, such as the NASCAR racing team called 23XI Racing, the Major League Baseball team Miami Marlins, the sports betting company DraftKings, the startup behind NBA Top Shot known as Dapper Labs, the super premium tequila brand Cincoro, which in 2022 sold 1.5 million bottles in the United States alone, among many other businesses, such as sophisticated restaurants, golf courses, and even car dealerships that bear his name. As for entertainment, the star made his debut playing himself in the animated live-action Space Jam, as well as being the focus of ESPN's documentary miniseries The Last Dance. And let's not forget all the income he makes from advertising, being considered one of the most commercialized sports figures in history. He has earned tens of millions of dollars being the spokesperson for the biggest brands in the world, such as Nike, Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, Gatorade, McDonald's, among many others. And it's no wonder that it's estimated that throughout his career, Jordan has earned around $1.8 billion from these partnerships. As Jordan seems to profit the most from his businesses, he wins this round. As two NBA legends, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money during their careers. But who is the richest? Stephen Curry, for example, has had his salary grow as he has become one of the best basketball players in the world. To get an idea of values, in his first professional contract with the Golden State Warriors, he received something like $3.2 million per year. But because of his excellent performance, he was able to sign a much better contract extension in 2012, earning around $11 million per year. From then on, Curry continued to progress as a player and his market valuation grew higher and higher. He became one of the highest-paid basketball players in the world, signing a new 5-year contract that pays him more than $40 million per year, totaling $201 million by the end of the contract, making him the holder of the most valuable contract of all time for an NBA player. Adding up all sources of income, including advertising, his income grows even more. And it is no wonder that according to Forbes magazine, in 2022 he was considered the 5th highest paid athlete in the world, receiving about $92 million for the year. And although no one knows for sure how much of a fortune he has amassed throughout his career, some sources estimate that Stephen Curry currently has a net worth of $200 million, a figure that tends to grow in the coming years. Michael Jordan, for his part, is not far behind. To give you an idea of values, in his first season in the NBA, it's estimated that Jordan was paid just $550,000, and this figure wasn't much higher in the following years. This was because the league wasn't that popular yet, but in the mid-1990s, when the global media was following the player's career, it is believed that he earned more than $30 million over 2 seasons. And according to some estimates, during his entire career as an athlete, Michael Jordan earned around $90 million. A very small amount compared to the size of his current fortune, because Michael Jordan made much more money off the court than he did playing. To give you an idea of the size of his business, due to his enormous influence, Jordan is well known for the products that bear his name, and is considered to be one of the athletes who have sold the most products in history. His partnership with Nike, for example, paid off handsomely for the company. In 1984, Nike created a shoe with Jordan's signature, called the Air Jordan. It was so successful that the demand for the shoes even led to a wave of shoe thefts at the time. Today, Jordan's product line continues to do very well. It is estimated that Jordan's products at Nike earn around $3 billion a year, and that certainly explains the value of his million-dollar contract, which currently stands at around $100 million a year, impressive for an athlete who retired decades ago. Another of the biggest deals Jordan made in his career was the purchase of a majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets in 2010 for $175 million. In August 2023, the basketball team was sold for an incredible $3 billion, and as the team's main shareholder, he certainly pocketed a good portion of that amount. And it's no wonder that according to Forbes magazine, Jordan became the first billionaire player in the history of the NBA, with a net worth that is currently estimated at $3.2 billion, an amount that places him as the richest athlete in the world. In other words, Michael Jordan wins this round. At the end of this fight, we have 1 point for Stephen Curry against 6 points for Michael Jordan, who wins this battle handily. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.